acting like I
in
don't
that
got.
game.
You're acting like I don't got 2 jugs of milk in the fridge. I'm a milk guy. You remember that?
It's disturbing. I
I
don't.
don't know if that's going to save you, John. I don't know if that's going to save you.
I don't want to know about the quantities of milk you own for whatever reason. But hey, the only thing that might be more disturbing than that is the Saints' outlook on this season with Spencer Rattler / Tyler Shuck at quarterback. You've got the second-year player who's a year younger than your rookie quarterback, who you just drafted but isn't going to be starting. It's a whole mess that they've got in New Orleans right now with Kellen Moore at the helm. They're going to be facing off against the Arizona Cardinals coming to the Superdome. And this is a Cardinals defense that I think is just going to be too much for Spencer Rattler to deal with. They're coming into their own under Jonathan Gannon. I think they've improved steadily every year. I am a big believer in Kyler Murray, as I talked about last week on the podcast. A lot to like about what the Cardinals are going to have going on with their skill position group. Marvin Harrison, Zay Jones, Greg Dortch, underrated player, and obviously Trey McBride. So I think there's just too many weapons, too much talent on this Cardinals team on the offensive side, and then just too much of a deficit on the Saints side with a rook. I'm going to call Spencer Rattler. He might as well be a rookie quarterback, just with how bad of a year it was last year for the Saints. But hey, he won the starting job. Might be just who wasn't the worst quarterback in that room that ended up getting the job, because I think that they were probably inclined to start their second round 26-year-old or 27-year-old rookie, whatever Tyler Shuck is. I'm going with the Cardinals in this one. I don't think that I'm going to try and reinvent the wheel here with this pick. I think that their defense is going to be the deciding factor in this game, and their offense is going to be able to coast behind a run game with Trey Benson and James Conner. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals in this one. Probably a lower scoring game just based on the fact that the Saints offense won't be able to get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, Cardinals brought in Josh Sweat and Buda Baker, so it's not like they're just rolling out just anybody to go against, Tyler Shuck up there. No, I like the Cardinals.
It's gonna be Rattler to start.
Oh, it is gonna be Spencer.
It's gonna be Rattler.
It doesn't really matter.
It just kind of is what it is. The Saints right now at 17.5. I love the under. I saw it at 16.5. It got apparently bet up. I love the under if you're going to be having Tyler Shuck out there. But very interested to see, or Spencer Rattler, I'm sorry.
Just illustrating that it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, whoever you got up there.
That it may be a little irrelevant. No, I'm interested to see, kind of how Alvin Kamara is going to play into, this as their legitimate, number one playmaker on the offense. I think that's really the biggest positive question you got for the Saints heading into this. But no, I think the Cardinals handle this. It's a 6.5-point spread. I like the Cardinals at -6. I like them at 6.5. I like them at -7. I don't want to touch the total because I think it's going to be very curious to see what the Saints' output is going to be. I think we're going to learn a lot from week one. But, the Cardinals didn't not prepare for this. Like I said, bringing in Josh Sweat. So, no, it's Cardinals and, next.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
Calais Campbell, too.
Yeah. I like that signing. He's a good veteran presence, but I don't have much in this game. I mean, I'm with you guys. Obviously, this is the NFL, so weird stuff can happen. Like if the Saints did win this, we saw the Patriots win Week 1 last year, like I mentioned. So, I mean, weird stuff can happen. But I'm with you, Pat, on the improvement of the Cardinals. I think that their defense played a really hard schedule of offenses last year, and I think Gannon kind of was able to keep them afloat. They added some more talent on the defensive end, and I think if you're gonna bet on, I'm not a Kyler Murray like you are, Pat. I'm not a Kyler Murray guy, but if you are gonna take a Cardinals and Kyler Murray, I do think it's better to do that early in the season rather than later, just based off of health. And I just feel like Kyler Murray is one of those guys that kind of fades toward the end of years. doesn't really end the year playing his best football. But it's week 1. I expect the Cardinals to come out and win this football game. So
Yeah, I concur as well. I think the only guys I'll mention that you didn't, Pat, was Michael Wilson. I'm also a fan of him at receiver. I do think they have a good crop of receivers. Trey McBride, top 3 tight end in the league. And then Walter Nolan, he's going to be out, I think, the first 4 weeks. Definitely out this week. But I was really excited about him in the draft. So I like what they have going. Yeah, I'm not too high on the Saints this year. Although I do think they have a talented defense. It kind of feels like this is going to be like a last hurrah for their guys, for DeMario and Cam Jordan. So I feel like we should celebrate them more than anything if we're talking about the Saints. And then
they're going to be getting celebrated playing 45 minutes a game on the field, probably.
Yeah. But
Total game time, just never being able to get off the field with that offense.
Get to boost the stats.
I would say 2 Hall of Fame players for sure. If I had one question about the Cardinals going forward, I think the right side of that offensive line is still a question with Jonah Williams at right tackle. And then I don't know if Isaiah Adams or Will Hernandez is going to play. So we will see. And then they did lose Sean Murphy-Bunting for the year. That's a huge loss. But I do like what they've done in the last couple of years in the secondary for Arizona. I think a lot of good players. Buda's been a great player for a long time. Will Johnson, I think we can all agree, was a very high-value pick where they got him at. And then Phantom, Max Melton, Garrett Williams, all their young guys. So I think they got a good team. I definitely think Jonathan Gannon's got a good shot of keeping his job for the next year. And yeah, I think it starts with a week 1 win here.
Yeah, I mean, just to go back on that point about Jonathan Gannon, I think we're at the point where the Cardinals are probably going to move on from Kyler Murray before Jonathan Gannon, depending on the way things go this season. It seems like, the way people talk about it, this could be Kyler Murray's last run in Arizona, but it remains to be seen. I'm obviously pretty high on what I think the Cardinals are able to do this year. But a lot of that has to do with the defense progressing. So, if that doesn't happen, maybe it could be Jonathan Gannon that goes. But the Cardinals definitely feel like they're at a point where it's going to be one or the other, depending on whether it's the offense or the defense. They're looking to compete sooner than later in the NFC West, just with how their roster is configured. But
they bring in Dalvin Tomlinson from the Vikings, so
from Alabama
to add to Calais Campbell and Josh Sweat on that defensive line.
Mm-hmm.